Oh, neurobiology. Cool. Well, yes. Sure.
Make sure that's the picnic the other night. Andrea, picnic the other night.
Right.
Andrea,
It's good to see
Asiana.
you. Oh, beautiful. It's nice out here. Cool pants. Yes. Welcome, everybody. Oh, so good to be with you all. Yeah, thank you for your yes and being here. I'm gonna tie my pants up a little bit. Yeah, I know those pants. These pants come with me a lot of times. Oh, so how's it feeling in your bodies? Knees, sore knees. Did you go hiking? You'll love up your knees, yeah. Okay, thank you, Rachel. What else? Anything else happening in the bodies? Lives? Yeah, feeling still. Yeah. Okay. So let's actually lay down. Have a block candy. Have a block candy. Yeah. Great. All right, ladies, we're lying down. Lie down on your backs. Have a block candy. Yeah, and just offer yourself a few moments here to really tune into the body and anything that you can do to support yourself being a little more comfortable, a lot more comfortable, please do so. So that might have you explore a little bit. You could straighten the legs, you could have your knees bent, soles of your feet on the earth. Maybe your feet are a little bit wider than the hips and you can rest your knees together. You might choose to have your hands palms up on the earth next to you. Maybe biceps by ears with the backs of the hands resting a little above your head on the earth. Maybe more like a cactus arm position. Maybe a palm on your belly, a palm on your heart. Just, again, offer yourself a few moments just to explore what might feel nourishing, comfortable, engaging, supportive for you. And then actually, before we settle into stillness, I am going to have us bring our fingertips to our chin. This just came through. So we're going to bring in a little bit of movement. And then just let the fingertips just lightly kind of circle around your chin, your jaw, little face massage here. Maybe the fingers are kind of in a row as you kind of walk the fingers up the sides of your cheek, kind of around the TMJ joint there at the jaw. Yeah, maybe the pointer finger and the middle finger just circle around the temples on either side of your eyes. I love that they're called temples, right? Temples here. Maybe the fingers come in a row and you kind of press into the eyebrow arc. forehead. Oh my goodness, our face, right? It can hold so much tension. And how can we just really let go of all expression here, just softening the little intricate muscles? Then if you want, if it feels okay, you can slide the fingertips around the scalp. Yes. Noticing that you know the perfect way to massage and to receive massage, receiving the nourishment of your own touch. So as your body receives the touch of your fingers, your hands, you simultaneously let your hands, your fingers receive the touch of your body, your scalp, face. So really this deconceptualizing this notion of to receive is to be received. Yeah, maybe the hands kind of travel around the neck. Little squeeze on either side of the neck. Oh my goodness, we have a body. Oh. Maybe the hands kind of squeeze the upper shoulders there, where the shoulders and the neck meet. Even a little side to side, and a pulse. Yeah. And then eventually just brush the hands over the heart, brush the hands over the belly, and then just place your arms, your hands, wherever they're comfortable as we now settle into a place of a bit more stillness. Eyes gently closed down. Just feel a full breath in. We're going to offer an open mouth exhale. Maybe with a sigh, a tone. And really just let Earth support you. A couple more just like this. Release all expression. Just notice where your body meets Earth, where Earth meets your body, and really let go into this support even more. It's like you're just kind of saturated with that touch of body, Earth, Earth, body. Really let yourself feel that vibration of touch, that sweet embrace of gravity. And right in that sheath of where body and Earth meet, we're going to tone into this connecting point, gentle, gentle. It's a kind of a hum, brahmari breath, 3 rounds. Release your breath right into the areas of touch. Breathe in. Really extend the exhale. 2 more. Now just allow your attention to travel to areas where you feel really comfortable, relaxed, released. And as you bring your awareness, your attention to these areas, with your next few exhales,
Just allow the rest of your body to resonate, to merge with this comfort, this relaxation as we really offer our attention to the goodness, the flow, the ease, the vitality. And we really allow ourselves to receive five more slow, full, deliberate breaths in this way as we broaden and widen our breath. Really offering ourselves into this experience of embodiment, the vibration of incarnation. Resonate with the goodness, the well-wishing. And as we breathe into our heart, let that single word of intention, one word, maybe peace, love, vitality, presence, just let that shimmer through your whole body, color, texture, all directions at once. We've got 2 more breaths. And as the root of the tongue relaxes down the spine, pelvic floor soft. And if it feels all right and you haven't already, you place a palm on your low belly and a palm on your heart. And then really let your body receive the weight of your hands' touch. Your hands receive the touch of your body. We tone together the mantra Om, Ah, root, O, heart, third eye, whole body, 3 rounds. Gentle, release your breath. Breathe in. And now from here, let's all bend our knees and have our feet on the earth directly behind our sit bones. And for just a moment, just press the feet and scoop the tailbone a tiny, tiny little bit. So you're pressing the sacrum into the earth and your lumbar spine. Now from here, this is subtle, but a tiny wag of the tailbone, kind of side to side, maybe like a little bit of a crescent moon. And let that start to unhook the muscles of the pelvic floor, the sphincter, as we kind of free up our tail. Yeah. Maybe mirror that with the nose, kind of pressing the back of your skull gently. The tongue is soft. The ear canal is relaxed. And then relax that. Full breath in. Give it a shh. we gently press the left foot into the earth. As we reach the right leg up toward the ceiling, we interlace our hands behind the right hamstring. Press the hamstrings into your hand. And then from here, with that left foot press, see if you can broaden the sacrum's contact with the earth. And then slow circling of that right ankle, the right toes, one direction. Maybe the nose lightly mirrors that. And now the other direction, you might even gaze gently to the toes, rippling space, rippling toes. And now footprint the ceiling there and kind of aim the tailbone toward this front wall and give it a full breath in. Ocean exhale. Wonderful. Now easy here. We're going to bring that right outer ankle on top of the left knee, like figure 4. And then just press the heel of the right hand in the inguinal groove of the right hip there. Just gentle left hand in the inguinal groove of the left hip and scoop the tailbone lightly toward the ceiling. Give it a breath. And then release that. Thread the needle, the right arm strings through the whole of the right knee. Their hands wrap around the left knee. You lift the left foot and you hug the left thigh, outer left ribs. Gently flex the feet. Now from here, the elbows are bent. And as we exhale, barely roll the hips to the right. And then roll your tailbone to the earth, elbows straighten, and then slide center. Bend the elbows to the right. Roll the tailbone, pubic bone toward the earth, and then slide center. Take that a couple more rounds as we very gingerly start to unwind the deeper SI joint there. Notice how the shoulders receive a little pulse, the head, the neck. Good. And then the next time you slide center, stay here. Roll your tailbone to the earth. Gently press the right knee toward the ceiling. Full breath in, belly expands. Now we're going to vibrate with a Z hum. And let it be even more subtle so you're receiving that inside. Just one more. Now you can stay here or unstring the right arm. Right hand kind of presses the top of the right knee to cross the right thigh over the left, floating Gomukhasana. Then either wrap the hands around the left shin or the hands around the outer ankles. And if it's comfortable, start to footprint the side walls, kind of crossing the thighs. And then you hug the thighs toward the belly, broaden the shoulders. And then a tiny spiraling of the tailbone toward this front wall and give it about 2 or 3 breaths. Any tiny micro movement stirs, we get to explore through this terrain embodiment. Ooh-wee. Release the ankles. Bring the left foot to the earth. Come to cactus arms. Stick with me here. Press the feet and lift the hips a tiny bit. Scoop them to the right. And then drop both knees to the left. So the right leg is still stacked on the left as comfortable. And then from here, see if you can shimmy your shoulders a little bit to the left maybe, so you can get that right shoulder blade a little more planted on the earth. Yeah, the yawns are good. Take a deep breath in. Another little zzz. And you're kind of energetically pressing that right hip down away from the ribs, relax your jaw. Another breath in. So we're receiving the vibration of sound, mixing it into the water body. Yeah. And then just silent breath here for a couple of rounds. release. You know, this has been kind of my favorite sequence of the week. And then as you breathe in here, lift the knees center, kind of square the hips, uncross the right thigh, bring the right foot to the earth. Now, stay here for a moment, please. A tiny scoop of the tailbone. Press the sacrum and the lumbar. Relax the pelvic floor. And then explore that tiny little wag of the tailbone. Press the back of your head gently. A tiny wag of the nose. Breath. Ay, 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 ay. And then go ahead and release that. Full breath in. Holy wow. Now we're going to keep that right foot pressing into the earth gently. We reach our left leg toward the ceiling, interlace hands behind the left hamstring. Press the hamstring into the hands. Notice how that gives you a little shoulder stretch down. And we press the right foot enough to anchor the sacrum to the earth, broaden the sacrum. Now that left ankle stirs, toes, nose. Breath is full. And now we switch directions. Notice what it feels like as the toes stir, space. Space stirs, toes. Footprint the ceiling. Deep inhale. Thank you. Now figure 4 on this side. That left outer ankle rests on top of your right thigh knee. The heel of your left hand presses into that hip groove gently. Right hand presses into the right hip. Scoop the tailbone. Give it a breath. You got it. And then release that. Thread the needle. So the left arm strings through the whole of the left knee. Interlace hands around the right knee. You got it. Flex both feet. Elbows bend here as you hug the right thigh outer ribs. I'm gonna let this organize. Then when you're ready, a tiny little roll of the hips to the left. Straighten the elbows, roll the tailbone to the earth and slide center. Bend the elbows, squeeze to the left. Good. Take that a couple more rounds. Let the jaw be soft. As you notice the hips, can you simultaneously notice the ears, the jaw? And then the next time you slide center, stay here, that ocean exhale, one breath. That's soothing. Now you are welcome to stay here or unstring the left hand. Left hand comes to the top of the left knee to slide the left thigh on top of right. Floating Gomukhasana. Maybe the hands wrap around the shins or wrap around the outer ankles. And can you flex the feet here and like you're footprinting the sidewalls there with opposite feet. Broaden the shoulders. Give it 3 breaths. And spiral the tailbone toward this front wall. Thank you. And we release. We bring the right foot to the earth. Keep that left thigh stacked over right. Cactus arms. Press the feet. Lift the hips. Scoot them a little bit to the left. And then drop both knees to the right. Oh. Shimmy the shoulders a little bit to the right. Maybe there's a tiny stir of the head as the system kind of organizes, releases. So we're gonna bring in that vibrating Z hum. 2 rounds, subtle, subtle. More. you. And as we breathe in, we lift the knees center. Square the hips as you uncross the thighs. Step the feet parallel here. Now please reach your arms up toward the ceiling. Right above your shoulders, palms face each other without touching. And then we breathe in and we lift the right fingertips, we lift the right shoulder blade, we just let the head roll to the left, inner gaze left. And then soften, come center. Inhale, left fingertips lift, left shoulder blade, inner gaze rolls to the right. Exhale, center. Now continue that movement for a couple of rounds, side to side, and let this be just a very kind of nourishing way to unwind the cervical spine, the space between the shoulder blades. And it's like a little heart smile as well. Good. And then come center, keep the arms lifted. Press the feet now, scoop the tailbone, and then just slowly lift vertebrae by vertebrae. And then right when you come to some sweet spots between the shoulder blades, just kind of roll up and down there. Back of the head presses gently. And then if you want, maybe one shoulder blade lifts a little bit, you kind of roll a little to the other shoulder blade, and the other. Just explore here for a few moments. It might feel okay to lift one hip a tiny bit higher, maybe even swirl the fingertips to the other hip. Yeah. And now breathe in, lift the hips evenly, biceps by ears, hands palms up above your head. And exhale, slowly round back down, vertebrae by vertebrae, arms pivot through space, landing palms down next to the hips. So slow rolling bridge poses. Continue, breathe in, round up, arms sweep toward the ceiling, biceps by ears. And when you're ready, exhale, round on down. Please take that 3 more rounds of breath. That principle of no hurry and no pause, so you might even slow it down a little bit so as to not miss anything. Begin to notice what it feels like, fingers draping through space. Space draping through fingers. And when you've completed your final round, just rest the knees together, hands on your belly. You can even pigeon toe your feet a little bit. And as you breathe in, the belly expands. And as you breathe out, the belly softens. 2 more breaths. Just let this soothe the fires, calming, nourishing waters. 1 more breath. Thank you. And now we lift the knees, parallel, feet parallel. Take hold of your block, press the feet, scoop the tailbone, lift the hips. Slide the block underneath your sacrum, perpendicular to the base of your spine. So kind of that second highest version of the block is a good height, but choose what feels best for you. And then go ahead and just release the sacrum, hips to the block. And let this organize, feel, breath in, relax your jaw, breath out. Good, slide the block under the sacrum, yeah. Sometimes the block wants to be a little bit lower toward the tailbone, so you can explore that. So send a little bit more toward your knees. So the lumbar is not on the wall. Then another breath. Now you are welcome to stay here. Or if it feels all right for your body, Reach one leg up toward the ceiling, and if that feels balanced, reach your other leg up toward the ceiling. And then just bring your hands palms up on either side of the block with a kind of a light flex of the feet, super light, so the bones are stacked. And then we just slide all of our awareness right into our third eye for 3 breaths. And just silently mantra Om at the third eye. Now you can stay here, or with the elbows bent, bring the hands to the outer hips. So the hands can be like little kickstands, and then we slowly float the legs to floating saddle, right? So kind of pressing toward the side walls, and then press a little more energy through the inner soles of the feet, right? You can keep your hands there or hands palms up next to you. We just let the whole body kind of open, receive. We are children of the universe. 3 breaths here. Slow it down. With 0 hurry. We reach the legs back up toward the ceiling. Hands, palms up. And then with the inner knees just kind of sealed lightly, this is super tiny little circles on the ceiling with the soles of the feet. Maybe a tiny little stir of the nose. Like that. I'm going to send all kinds of nourishment through the sacrum, the spine, heart, thyroid gland, third eye, switch directions. Exploring these different shapes, different relationships through gravity. And then just slide center, full breath here. A light pointing of the toes, bend the knees. We will bring our feet to the earth. If your block's already on its lowest setting, stay there. If not, lift the hips, roll the block over once, and then bring the sacrum to that block. Ooh-wee. And then we are gonna lift the feet off the earth again. And we'll keep the knees pretty close, and then just a slow, big circle on the ceiling with your knees. As big of a circle as what's comfortable for you. Maybe the hands kind of press the knees lightly. And then we are going to let the nose kind of draw a big old circle as well. So we're kind of rotating not only around the sacrum, but the occiput. So this is kind of a beautiful cranial sacral stir. Good. Slow it down just a little bit. One more in this direction. And now switch directions. Good. And then slow it down just a bit. Beautiful. And the next time the knees come toward the heart, wrap the hands around the shins. Give yourself a sweet little squeeze here. And that block can support kind of tractioning a little space through the lumbar. Breath is full. Beautiful. And now from here, bring your feet to the earth. Hands, palms up, outer hips. You can stay here, or if it's comfortable for your body, We're just gonna let the legs straighten so the outer heels kind of rest on the earth, toes splay open. And then just 3 really deliberate belly breaths. So breath in, the belly expands. Breath out, the belly softens, the whole body kind of drapes open into earth, into water, fire, air, into space. One more. Thank you. Now we are going to bend the knees, feet on the earth. Press the feet, scoop the tailbone, lift the hips, slide the block out from under you. And then take your time to round down vertebrae by vertebrae. Hug one thigh up toward the outer ribs, now the other. And come into some version of happy baby pose. Maybe the hands wrap around the outer feet. Roll the tailbone toward the earth. It's fine if there's a little bit of movement. Stillness feels best for you. Full breath in. Full breath out. Relax the root at the tongue. Nice. One more breath here. And then hug the knees together. Wrap the hands behind the knees and let's work with our feet for momentum to round up and down the spine. And we're going to take it a few rounds. Good. 2 more. And then this time, all the way up, see if you can come into a little squat. If not, just find your way here. And if this is not comfortable, you can just cross your legs and just bow forward. And if the squat feels okay, we're kind of weighting the heels toward the earth. That will stretch out the calf muscles. Shoulders broaden, let the head go heavy. Just let the whole back body broaden. It's a full breath in. Maybe even drop a gentle hum in. One more. Just let yourself feel. We just walk the fingertips toward our toes. And with the 0 over, we will straighten the knees and we'll all meet in a forward fold if we're not there already. Great, have a really deep bend to the knees for now and just let the whole torso just dangle. Any little movements here, feel free. You can even bounce the knees lightly if that feels good to you. Walk the arms up in front of you. Extended spine. Great. And the knees bent. It might be nice to explore a little bit of a pelvic bowl stir here. So I'm just going to kind of talk it through. Bend the knees pretty deep at first, and then scoop the hips a little bit to the right. And then as you straighten the knees, you plug the tailbone toward the earth and you lift the belly through the inner sacrum like a half moon through center, and then to the left, bend the left knee, belly expands. So just kind of explore a couple directions, or a couple rounds in one direction, and then a couple rounds in the other direction. Again, we're just kind of calming the fires, nourishing waters, resonating with what feels vital. Now inhale, hands mid-shins, bend the knees pretty deep. It's almost like a standing cow stretch, lift the glute muscles. And then exhale, hands can slide to the calves. You can straighten the knees, take a little peek to your belly button. Now take that movement a couple more rounds. The even inhale, even exhale. With deep crystallizing in the tensions. One more. Now forward fold, let's stay here for a breath. Release fingertips toward the earth, bend the knees deep. From here, first curl the tailbone toward the earth, like you're plugging in an invisible root cord. Belly button draws back and then round up slowly. It's like a little ragdoll, vertebrae on vertebrae. Now at the top of this, lift shoulders to ears. Roll the shoulders back and down, bend the knees and kind of pull the pubic bone back, glute muscles lift. Now this is subtle. Inhale, scoop the tailbone, straighten the knees, kind of roll through the spine, shoulder blades lift. And then bend the knees, exhale, pubic bone back, glute muscles lift. And so we're just gonna do it fairly lightly here at first, just to let the system organize. Yeah. And then this time, hands to the front of the hips, bend the knees deeper. We're gonna pull the pubic bone back, glute muscles lift, and then scoop the tailbone, belly button rolls back, round it up, straighten the knees. Then the sternum lifts, shoulders back and down. And just try that a couple of rounds as you can free up the spine, the primordial anatomy. You have to say it without apparent one more time. Beautiful. Now this time, scoop the tailbone, round it up. We're gonna float the biceps by ears, lift. Exhale, cactus arms, squeeze, bend the knees. Now forearms come together, scoop and squeeze. Take that movement, one more round. Little heart shine. Now we are gonna switch it up here. Inhale, biceps by ears, lift. Now backstroke the arms as you bend the knees. Interlace your hands behind you. Knuckles toward the earth, bend the knees. Hold the pubic bone back. Rest the belly to the thighs, lengthen, now crown to earth, knuckles to the sky. Straighten your knees without locking them. Internally rotate thighs. Now any little micro movements here. We've got about 3 breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in, inhale, breathe in, exhale. Last one. Now, as we breathe in, we are going to bend the knees deep, release the hands, Utkatasana, biceps by ears. And then exhale, come deeper into the knees, hands palms up, outer hips, fan the sit bones open. Now this is subtle. Plug your tailbone toward the earth, belly button back, biceps by ears. And exhale, fan the hands, palms up, outer hips. Good. Now this time, breathe in, straighten the knees, biceps by ears, palms touch, tiny back bend. Exhale, slide through to prayer. We'll take a slow bow forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, partway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Please step your right foot to lunge, right heel stays lifted. We breathe in as we rise through to crescent lunge. We breathe out, we come to cactus arms and we hover the back knee. A little scoop of the tailbone, forearms come together. Straighten the back knee, biceps by ears. Take that one more round of breath. Now this time, biceps by ears, straighten the back knee. We're gonna cartwheel open to the left. Peek over the left shoulder, right fingertips forward. Give it a big breath in. And then exhale, right hand to the earth, left hand to the sky. Lean back in the heart, breath in, breath out. Now cartwheel the left bicep over your ear, press through the back heel, woo! Left hand to the earth, in your left foot, stick with me here. Spin your right heel parallel to the back of your mat. Walk your hands a little bit right, you can use blocks. Now we're gonna move slowly as you straighten the left knee, bend the right knee, and then see if you can do a little bit of a rocking motion into that right sit bone, cut forward and back toward the long edges of your mat. Yeah. And then as you breathe in, slowly straighten the right knee, kind of roll the belly into the inner sacrum and then bend the left knee. Maybe a tiny little wag there. Maybe the whole spine moves with that. Now with no hurry whatsoever, just bending one knee, straightening the other. Maybe find a slow undulation through the spine. Take that once more on each side. Thank you. And then the next time you bend your left knee, walk your hands on the inside of the left foot on the earth. Pivot on the ball of your right foot. Heel toe the left foot out just a bit so your hands are now shoulder distance apart. Breathe in. And as you exhale, maybe bend the elbows, kind of even with the ribs a little push up. And then straighten the elbows, lengthen. Just try that one more time. Straighten the elbows, ease your right knee to the earth, maybe the top of the foot. And then from here, maybe the forearms come to the earth, or blocks, maybe not, no big deal. Maybe there's space to roll to the outer left foot. You can shift your weight to the right forearm and even just place your left forearm over the inner thigh. And then what about a little left shoulder roll as you kind of peek over the shoulder? Maybe you drag your chin across your throat to the earth, the sky. Slow motion and exploration. A little undulation. One more breath. Then let's bring our hands back to the earth if they're not already. Seal the left foot. Heel toe the left foot center. Hands on either side of the left foot. Now, as we breathe in, we are going to cartwheel biceps by ears. And we give the slow backstroke of the arms. Fingertips might graze the earth as you dip into the hip flexor. Just take that one more round. And now please plant your hands on either side of your front foot. Lift the back knees, step through to plank, inhale. And just move through a vinyasa here, slow vinyasa. Maybe upward dog or cobra. And then we are going to meet in our first down dog class. And class is over. Give it a full breath in. Class is almost over. Full breath out. 2 more. My sense of linear time is very interesting. So breathe in, reach the right toes to the sky, a little spreading of the toes open, and then step through to lunge. Breathe in, biceps by ears, come all the way up. Exhale, cactus arms, hover the back knee and go. And then when you're ready, exhale, forearms together. Straighten the back knee, biceps by ears, and just take that one more round of breath. Now breathe in, biceps by ears, straighten the back knee. We're going to cartwheel open to the right. Peek over the right shoulder, breathe in. And then exhale, left hand to the earth, right arm to the sky. Shoulders away from ears, lean into the heart, full breath in, full breath out. And now we cartwheel the right bicep over ear, right hand to the earth, inner right foot. Spin your left heel parallel to the back of your mat, walk your hands a little bit to the left, and then start to explore that bending one knee, straighten the other, a little rock into the pelvis, the sit bones, a little puff into the lumbar as you kind of round through center. And the other side, what about the head, the neck? Hey, bonjour. Yeah, just give it about 3 or 4 more breaths of that movement, maybe stillness. Beautiful. Now the next time we bend the right knee, let's walk our hands to the inside of the right foot. Pivot on the ball of the left foot, heel till your right foot out just a bit, hands shoulder distance. Breathe in. And then exhale, maybe elbows bend even with the ribs. Then straighten the elbows. Try that one more round. Straighten the elbows, left knee to the earth. You can stay here, or maybe forearms to the earth or blocks. Thank you for variations. Maybe you roll to the outer right foot. Maybe you shift your weight to the left forearm and drape the right forearm over the inner thigh, that shoulder roll. A little head and neck exploration. One more breath here. Hands to the earth. Seal the right foot. Heel toe the right foot back center. Hands either side of the right foot. And as we breathe in, biceps by ears. And then we just back stroke the arms. Dip into the hip flexor. Take that one more round. Beautiful. Now we are going to plant our hands on either side of the front foot. Lift the back knee, step through to plank. Move through your step. We're going to meet in downward facing dog. And you give it 3 breaths. Thank you. And now the left toes lift to the sky. Big step through to lunge, and the right foot follows, gaze up. Forward fold. Lift the heels, bend the knees. We're lowering into a little squat. And if that's not comfortable, seated cross-legged. And then just kind of working with breath and balance, palms together for a moment. Counterbalance, reach the arms out in front of you. Sit bones to the earth. Take your time. Scoop up the hands. How's this? Round down, vertebrae by vertebrae. One full continuum of movement, breath. Biceps by ears, straighten the legs. Inhale, press. Then exhale, bend the knees, hug the shins, forehead to knees. One more just like that. And squeeze, stay here. Head to the earth. Any final little movements here? Yeah, the knees squeeze to the belly. Yeah, if you want to stretch the body long. Any final movements? It might be nice to even reach the legs up toward the ceiling and give everything a little shake out. I'll just make the sound for us all. But you can do it too. And then when you are ready, yeah, nice gaze. Shavasana. If anybody would like a prop that you don't have, just gesture to me, I'll come around and pop you out. And as you settle here, Shavasana, just you give the weight of your body right into the support of Ma, right? Mama, Earth, our original ancestor. Thank you. And really just let yourself feel Earth's support, where your body meets Earth, Earth meets your body. And then just kind of saturate through that touch. And if you want, just a very subtle it's like the embrace of infinity. Release, receive, be received. You slide your attention kind of between sensation. Underneath and around the sound. And then receive stillness and space. And taste that place of no coming, no going, fullness and emptiness. Everything in that. With the soft awareness at the crown of your head. Just remember your intention and visualize this as an orb of light right at the crown of your head. And then a gentle opening between this orb of light and your crown. And as you breathe in, gently draw that into your third eye, this color texture, and exhale here. Let that fill your entire head, third eye. And then breathing in, slide it into your throat. And as you exhale, your throat, and your head, and your third eye saturate. And then breathing in, just feel that pour right into your heart. And And as you exhale, let that fill your entire heart, your lungs, your chest, your arms, throat, your head. And breathing in as you draw that into your solar plexus, Manipura. Exhale, feel that saturate and illuminate Manipura all the way through the crown of your head. Breathe into the sacral center, Svadhisthana. Exhale, kind of received, spreading open, open. And then breathing into the root, right, Muladhara chakra, illuminate. Exhale, that's through your entire root, your legs, soles of your feet, your whole body. Now breathe into the center of your heart, your intentions, and then just breathe out gently in all directions at once, the space about an arm's distance all around you, filled the vibration of you, your intentions, and just resonate here. 2 more breaths. And then just meet this with the experience of movement, fingers and toes. Your head sway gently. And then just bending your knees and notice what it feels like just to roll to one side. And as you just effortlessly lean in, feel how that support effortlessly leans into you as you make your way to a seat. Received, receiving, received. Keep your eyes closed if you like. Now this is again subtle. We breathe in, draw it down to the belly, the pelvic floor. And then as we exhale, tiny scoop of the tailbone, a little squeeze of the pelvic floor, just kind of sealing in the nourishment of our practice. And inhale, release that. Everything's soft now, hands, heart center, exhale, and let's tone together a single Om. We'll seal our practice. Breathe in. You let the eyes just blink lightly open. Maybe they're a little blurry at first. That light inside meets the light all around. Your practice is complete. Namaste. Thank you for presence. Thanks for sharing breath in your prayers. So nice to be with you all. Have a beautiful rest of your day. If there's anything to share, I'm right here. I'd love to hear from you. We've got lovely Beth here with us. If you had not taken a class from Beth, you can take a class from Beth. And Molly's teaching you now. Molly, you're doing a sunrise?
We wake up early on Thursdays.
Thursday morning sunrise with Molly. Yay. That's so fun. Thank you.